Okay, so back on, the Covenant ship, wherever the hell we are. Where's that status report? Worthless operations goons. Staver. Like you science nerds would ever get anything done without us. Enough. The mistress has been getting impatient. And that's my problem. How? It will be your problem if she hears of your insolence. These status updates, which, by the way, are costing us extra, are coming out of your budget, not mine. Don't blame me if you can't control your costs. The requirement for status updates came from you, Polia, not me. And we can take it up with audit if you really want to push it. Very well. What is the status of the device? Same as the last 3 times you asked. I just got a status update from the courier an hour ago. Everything's the exact same as it has been. They're still on track to arrive in 6 days. I assume you have taken precautions to contain them once they arrive? Don't you dare try to tell me how to do my job. This assignment has already tested my patience. If we disappoint the mistress, your patience will be the least of our worries. Whatever. I'm not scared of her or you. And if you keep acting like I'm your henchman, you'll find out what cutthroat business really means. I don't know what happened with the stuttering there. It's not there now. Might want to check, see if there's a loading problem there. So they survived. Well, I'm not out of tricks yet. We'll see who laughs last, Staver. Good morning. Good morning, Riley. I hear you had quite the adventure last night. Well, if by adventure you mean nearly killed us all, then yes. I was really lucky that Emmy was there to help. Hey, all I did was shout a bunch of stuff through a door. You're the one who did the actual saving of all our lives. Well, in any case, I'm grateful the 2 of you were there. I'm not quite ready to end my spacefaring career just yet. Ha ha. Not before you cook me a few thousand more delicious meals, you're not. A noble calling. I suppose I must do my best. Yay! Could you possibly be any louder? I don't know, but I'd be willing to try for you. Just give the order, ma'am. Riley, this is Isoban Solway, our XO. Iso, this is Riley Dawns, our passenger. Hello. Good morning. Calm down, Riley. She's not going to bite you. Not before I've had my coffee, at any rate. Well, I'm not a coffee person, but my mom was, so I've at least seen this particular hazard before. Let's all go have a seat and let Naira finish cooking. I'm sure you must have questions about last night's excitement. Okay. Evening. I've been up for 9 hours already. Her rough evening can fight my rough evening, and we'll see who wins. Well, she saved the ship. You were asleep, so... Just saying. Go keep her company if you really want to help her. Ain't gotta tell me twice. Lesbian? And strawberries or toast, perhaps? Just coffee. You need to eat something, Isaban. Put some milk and sugar in it then. That doesn't count. Need is urgent at this time. Okay. So, getting settled in? Yes, ma'am. You don't have to be so formal with me. We'll be spending several days together. There's no sense in being uncommunicative. Sorry about being nervous. No apology is necessary. However, since I slept through all the introductions, why don't you tell me a little about yourself? So what, everyone else read the roster but you didn't? Both my parents are financial analysts. Your family dinners must be mind-blowing. You don't know the half of it. Well, let's just say they weren't thrilled when I became an artist. The money's obviously very good if you can afford to hire us as a taxi service. Okay, so, private ship. Well, the demand varies a lot. And to be honest, my parents just really aren't creative types. I think the thing that disappointed them the most was just that I was doing something they considered silly. I see. Do you still talk? Sometimes. My dad more so than my mom. He helps me plan my savings and expenses. File finish processing. That's always nice. What about you? What, my savings portfolio? No, I meant your family. Oh. Well, my parents aren't with us anymore. I'm sorry. It's fine. It was a long time ago. Any brothers or sisters? Nope, just me. It's not so bad. Honestly, I've been on this ship so long, the crew are more familiar with me than my real family ever were. I feel like she has an abuse backstory. Holy crap, ISO set of feelings. Get off me. Did she just punch her? Like, I don't know, like, was that a punch or a shove? Like, you know, get off of me or get off of me broken teeth? Next time I'm going to love tap your face into my knee. Okay. What'd you do this time, Risley? Also, she's definitely the Zoe of the group. So we make short hops in warp, drop out, take some readings, change our course a little, then jump back in. Doesn't that cost a lot of power to keep jumping in and out? It's heavily dependent upon the size of the ship. Larger ships take more power to get into the warp, so they make fewer longer jumps. Precisely. Smaller ships like the Verusa can move in and out of warp without too much extra power drain, which means we're optimal for getting places quickly and finding salvage relative to bigger ships. Right? Great ship or greatest ship? Value judgments are inherently subjective. Whatever, Groucherson. Technically, the correct format would be Groucher Dotir. Regardless, we should be re-entering warp in a moment. I feel like this would work a little bit better if it was, regardless, we should be entering warp right about now. Smooth like butter. Y'all seem so happy together on the ship. Oh yeah, ISO looks real happy. I always figured a freighter crew would be more, you know, businesslike. Well, we pay a price for our levity. Literally, our efficiency suffers. As a result, we have fewer credits for repairs and fuel, but I have to admit I prefer it this way. Of course, if any of you tell the captain I said that, my lips are sealed. Where are the captain and Jack, anyway? They've got duties to perform right now. But won't they be hungry? I'll make sure there's food left over for them. You guys really are like a family. No, not really. There's not enough bickering and infighting among them. A reasonably dysfunctional one, at least. Yeah, Naira was an only child. I'm calling that right now. It makes me kind of sad that I have to spend so much time alone in my room now. Enjoy talking to everyone. Would it help if we came and visited you? Come and hang out for a while. After I've done a few chores in the engine room, anyway. Something's happening with these two. Yeah, something. I don't know what, but something. I can see I'm going to need more coffee. The airlocks have comms. Okay. Against the 4-port panels, but nothing else. Sounds like that rules out interdictor mine attack. I will say, like, if he was supposed to have come directly from the airlock, he should be wearing some sort of spacesuit. Like, maybe you can have the helmet off. It's like you just, you know, because either that or you need to establish that they have some sort of system that allows them to check the hull without actually going out onto the ship. You know, cameras around the hull or, you know, something of that nature. Even if it had been attached and then self-destructed or detached after triggering, there would still have been marks and ionization. Makes sense. Any ideas? Yeah. If it was an interdictor mine on the inner hull, there are two other possibilities I can think of. An interdictor mine on the inside of the hull. I was actually not reading that as I started saying it. Or sabotage. Interesting. You know something? Yeah. I searched the cargo hold and was wondering if our passenger brought aboard anything. And I found this. Whoa, that's the real deal. It was in her luggage? No. I found it behind a crate, where only someone with the access to the cargo hold could have hidden it. Any theories? Literally anyone on the ship? Because I don't recall you saying the cargo hold was off limits. She's the only one who didn't have any duties at that time. Okay. I feel like this choice is kind of dropped in our lap without any pre-context to it. It's like, I picked Naira because she said she had gone searching through the cargo bay at some point. And, what's his name? Orion said Isobun had been sleeping during the time of the power outage. And then it was someone else. Well, yeah, obviously it was someone. So, but yeah, anyway. I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. What? The charge on this mine couldn't have been sitting longer than 24 hours. And you and I were the only ones who left the ship on Morovin Station. Naira never left the ship. Riley wasn't allowed access to the cargo bay, and you were the one who loaded her luggage. Which means you were the only person who could have planted this mine. No. Uh-huh.